I think everyone's going to enjoy what we're going to talk about. So, the theme for today is fanboys. Fanboys is one of my favorite topics. But first of all, I would love to present myself because today we're going to be your teacher.
Yeah, the first teacher is me, Daniela. I am García Morales. Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Sonia. Nice to meet you.
Hi, good night. I am Kevin, and nice to meet you too.
And my name is Daniela Reyes. I'm going to be your teacher too.
So, what we were talking about, it was the fanboys. Fanboys are basically means for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. That is the means of fanboys. So I want you to repeat it with me. Open up your mics and please repeat it for me. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, let's repeat it again. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, so these fanboys that are actually used to join words, phrases, or clause in a sentence. These have a meaning. So, for example, you use a question and you want to connect it depending of each fanboy, obviously, but it's basically trying to connect or trying to make even more sense to the sentence or the phrases or the clause, etc.
Okay, so as you heard before, fanboys are coordinating conjunctions, okay? But what is a coordinating conjunction? A coordinating conjunction, also known as joining words, it is also a word that joins two elements of equal grammatical rank and syntactic importance. They can join two verbs, two nouns, two adjectives, two phrases, or two independent clauses. Here we have an example about it. Karen, could you help me to read it, please?
Yes, this batch of mushrooms too is savory and delicious.
Okay, thank you. So we can see here that we are using and. But what is the function of and? And is joining two words in this case. In this case, it's savory and then delicious. So we are joining these two words with these conjunctions, which is doing its function. Okay. This is an overview about the conjunctions. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. As you can see, the first letter of each one means fanboy. Give us the word fanboy, okay? And we have the meaning and its use. For means because, and it is just to give a reason or a cause. And means in addition to, and it is just to add something to another thing. Nor means and not, and it is just for give a negative choice. But means however, and it is to give a contrast. Or means either, and it is just to give choices. Yet means but, and it is just for give a contrast. So means therefore, and it is just for give a result. As you can see, this is an overview about all the fanboys, its meaning, and its function. But I know you maybe have many questions, so we are going to start by looking at each one of them. Let's start with for. Okay, as you can see, for is to give a reason or a cause, and we have an example about it. Victor, could you help me to read it, please?
Yes. Example of for. Reason, cause, independent clause. I left earlier than usual. For, I don't want to be late.
Okay, thank you. So you can see that here we have two independent For is giving us.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sonia. You are breaking up a little bit. So I don't know if you want to either deactivate your camera or you want to wait a little bit to see if the lag spike goes away.
Can you listen to me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I don't know if you heard me, but I told you that these are two independent clauses and they are joined by this conjunction for. In this case, for is just to giving us a reason about why is something happening, okay? It is important that you know that you have to add a comma just before this conjunction. This is a rule that you don't have to miss, okay? So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, one question. Is the comma a rule for every word for fanboys or just for?
There are more, but at this moment we have only 4, then you can see the order.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Now we're gonna see the word, thank you. Now we're gonna see the word and, that it works to connect two or more, it works to connect two or more ideas, or in addition to, like it says here. We have an example here. We have an independent clause and a word. An independent clause is, I like dogs and cats. I think there is easily to understand. Here is the independent clauses, I like dogs, and we add the word and cats. So we put between them the word and, so the cats. Okay. Now we're gonna see an example of nor. Nor is for saying negative choices or for add more negativity to the phrase that you're saying. Like in the example we have here, have a phrase and we have an independent clause. The phrase says, neither my friends, and the independent clause is, my family supports me. Okay, now if we put it together, it would say like, neither my friends nor my family supported me. We can use this independent clause. This word is very important because it shows that you actually know how to speak English, because not a lot of people use it, but it's very useful, the word nor. We can use it here, and in Spanish we'll say like, ni mis amigos ni mi familia me apoyan. Lo cual es mucho más sencillo. It's too much easy with the word nor. And now we're gonna see an example of the word but. The word but, it works to shows contrast or exception, and we have an example here. We have an independent clause, two independent clauses. The first one is I am hungry, and the other one is I don't want to cook. We can put them together, and it would say like, I am hungry, but I don't want to cook. It sometimes you can put it a comma after the word but, like we have here. I am hungry, comma, but I don't want to cook. Okay.
Now we're going to talk about the conjunction or. Or works very similar to and, but in this case, instead of adding something, you're going to give options. That's why it's used for choice. For the conjunction or, you need to add an independent clause. So remember, you need to have a subject and a verb. They're next to each other. That's how you identify you have an independent clause. Do you prefer tea? But what happens if you have another option? If someone is at your house and you want to offer them a cup of water, a cup of coffee, maybe juice, or something else that you have in your fridge. So do you prefer tea or coffee? In this case, it's very different than, for example, the conjunction for, which we saw first, or the conjunction but. You don't need a comma to use this conjunction because you have one idea, but you have a word. always you're going to find this conjunction used by an independent clause, something that makes sense by itself, and you're going to add a word. You're going to give one option, because it will be very weird if you add, do you prefer tea or do you prefer coffee? It's honestly, it's just way too much. And if you can add it or contract the way of your speaking, usually native speakers, they're going to use this. So you have to avoid, or you can avoid using do you prefer tea or do you prefer coffee, when you can just use do you prefer tea or coffee. So it sounds a little bit more polished, it sounds more polite, it sounds more native. So whenever you want to give an option, you can use a conjunction or. This is very easy. This is one of the most common conjunctions, as well with the conjunction of and the conjunction of but. You're going to find those very, very, very often when you're speaking English, or when you're talking to some native speakers, or when you are watching movies, or when you're playing video games, or whatever activity you're doing. You're going to find those conjunctions very, very often. So up next, we have the conjunction yet. This one is a little bit tricky, but it kind of works like the conjunction but, because there you can either use yet or but. They're mostly interchangeable, but however, it doesn't always work for yet. In order to use yet, you have to have an independent clause and a phrase. In order to use but, you need to have two independent clauses, because with the conjunction but, you're giving two ideas, so two independent clauses to give one general idea. For the conjunction yet, you're giving one general idea, and you're giving a complement, in this case, a phrase. For the conjunction yet, you need to add a comma, always, always, always. Why do you need to add a comma for this conjunction? Because you have an idea, you have a complete idea, and you want to separate that from the next complement that you have in a sentence. To add a comma always before the conjunction yet, but, for. Okay, everything's good? So far, so good? Anyone has any questions in regards to yet? Because this is kind of confusing. So for the example of so, this one of my favorite, along with the conjunction of nor, in that which, in my opinion, nor is not used as often as possible. On the other hand, is overused. Everyone says so, or when they're talking and they lost the idea. Most of the time, they are going to be like, so. But it's not only just an interjection or just an expression. It's used as a conjunction, and remember, it is used to provide a result. So for the conjunction of so, you're most likely to find an independent clause and a phrase together, joined by the conjunction of so. In this case, we have here an independent clause, which has a subject again and a verb. Okay, my daughter is very smart, so everybody likes her. Because why this is a phrase? Because even though it has a subject, which is her in this case, it doesn't make sense by itself. Everybody likes her, but why? Or I don't understand. Why are you telling me that? Can you be more specific? Oh, yes, I can be more specific. My daughter is very smart, so everybody likes her. In this case, grammatically speaking, it has a rule. It works very similar to the conjunction of for, but, or nor. You need to add a comma. It's the same. This is the middle point of the sentence. You have one idea, you want to join another idea, so you use a comma to separate where your first idea ends, and then you add conjunction, and you finish your idea. Okay. Anyone has any question?
No.
If not,
Little activity is like a little of refresh of what we're talking about. Oscar, can you help me to read the first sentence, please?
Sure. Would you rather have cheese or bologna on your sandwich?
Very good. You use the correct conjunction is the one that is or. Okay. Karen, can you help me with the second one, please?
His two favorite sports are football and tennis.
Very good. Very good. That one is the one too. And his two favorite sports are football and tennis. Very good. And Victor, can you help me to read the third one, please?
I wanted to go to the beach. Blank. Mary refused. I guess it's but.
Very good. It's but. Yeah, you actually have it. Very good to everyone. You actually made it. It's correct for each sentence.
Now we have this practice, okay? This practice, you are going to make it by yourselves, okay? Each one of you has a link. I'm going to send it in the chat so you can copy it. And we will give you time to answer it. And when you finish, let me know, and we're going to start checking it, okay?
Okay. Who wants to read it? The first one. Who wants to read the first one? Karen, please, can you?
I'm hungry, but I don't have any food.
Okay, I'm hungry, but I don't have any food. Everyone put that answer?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Now, yes?
Yes.
Who wants to read the second one? Somebody else? Oscar
Yeah.
or Victor?
Yeah.
Victor?
She likes basketball and soccer.
Very good. She likes basketball and soccer. Did you put anything else? Someone put anything else?
No, the same.
Yeah.
Not the same? Okay. Oscar, can you read the third one?
Sure. You can have soup or salad.
You can have soup or salad, okay?
So as a little quick homework, just use conjunctions as much as you can. Practice makes perfect. Don't be scared. And for a quick recap, I would like to go over the entire lesson, but in a few seconds / minutes. Conjunctions. I know everyone can read it there, but any tribe who wants to participate? I'm going to select then Mini, Miney, Mo. Victor, can you help me with the blue one, please?
Yeah. Conjunctions are used to join words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence.
Okay, perfect. Oscar, what is a clause?
A clause? It's a group of words that has a subject and a verb.
Perfect. Karen, can you help me reading the second one? The green one.
Coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so.
Okay. Everyone just had an idea why we call this class fanboys?
Nope.
It's because fanboys are conformed by the first letter of each conjunction. This is a mnemonic tactic to remember every conjunction. So if you ever have a hard time remembering, oh my God, I want to use a conjunction, or I want to amaze my family with this random fact or this fun fact about English, you know what? Do you know what's a fanboy or what are fanboys? And I bet they're going to answer it's someone that is a super fan of something. It's someone that loves Apple. It's someone that likes this thing or the other thing, but you can be, oh no, fanboys are coordinating conjunctions. And the coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So it's the easiest way to remember coordinating conjunctions. I don't know if anyone noticed that fanboys are the first letter of each conjunction.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, afterwards. I actually like the movie Fanboys, and that's something that I'll remember. So it's a good way to remember it.
There you go. I didn't know that there was a movie named Fanboy. So now I have to watch it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's a bad
And
movie,
mhm,
yet you should see it. So,
I'll
yep,
I'll keep that in mind.
yep.
But next, who's missing? And I think everyone participated already. So I'm going to go ahead and read the yellow one. They can be used for causes, reason, contrast, negative choices, and results. Remember, the the most hard conjunctions to acknowledge, like when I'm going to use it, is but and yet. If you want to have a like to be a little bit classy and add a little bit of spice to it to your English, use the conjunction jet when you have a negative think but no choices. If you're thinking I'm going to use but for this, but hold on, I have something that is negative, I can use jet. Or if you are writing an email to your coworker, to your mom, to your friend, to your boyfriend, to your lover, whatever, and you encounter that that you use but you just want to be fancy baguette, and impress the other person, check out if jet works, because most of the time they can be interchangeable. So, and for a last activity, it's a very small activity. I would like all of you to pick one conjunction. It doesn't matter that it's repeated or it's and or whatever you'd like, and give me one example. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Once you're done, raise your hand and go ahead and give me your example.
Can I say one?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Um, sorry. I ate a burrito, so now I feel bad.
I hope that burrito doesn't go ricochet on your tummy. Perfect. Great. Very in real life example. I appreciate that.
It's realistic.
Okay. So maybe
Go ahead.
so I will finish my work early, so I can go to bed quickly.
Excellent. I hope you take a bath.
Yeah, I'll try.
I'm just kidding.
I'll
I
try.
don't know if it's based on real life situation, but if you want to take a bath, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure if it's correct, but I wrote I wasn't ready for the test yet. I tried to do it.
Perfect. Excellent. I love that you tried to use that and you rocked it. Great. I love it. So if anyone has more questions or any other question, please let us know. On the Meet link that I sent through email, you can find all our emails to have access to Kevin, to teacher Kevin, to teacher Sonia, to teacher Airam, or to me. And if you have any question in regards to the topic or any other topic, feel free to reach out, and we will be more than happy to help you.
Thank you so much.